Bastian, just a quick one before we talk about Bayern and Manchester United and Germany. Under 21s, England have made a final to take on Spain under 21s. Germany didn't qualify. I don't understand what's happened to the young German players, Bastian.
Well, it's a situation which is very tricky for the German national team in football in general. I think there has been a lot of change. When Pep Guardiola joined Bayern Munich when he came to the country, everyone believed that we have to play this kind of football, like short passes and everything. And we were kind of losing our values, which I think most of the other countries were like looking at Germany as a fighter, as a we can run until the end and everything. The strengths got lost through the last 7, 8 years.
Yeah.
We forgot about that. We were more focused on playing the ball nicely to each other, and that's one of the reasons. Just try to explain it in 1, 2 sentences, but
interesting.
It's a little longer.
Yeah. Bastian, your old club Bayern Munich, they're after Harry Kane. Really keen on getting him. Do you feel that he's the missing piece in that Bayern Munich team to take them back to Champions League glory?
Yes, 100%. Bayern Munich is looking for a striker forward, proper striker like Lewandowski. Choupo-Moting is not good enough for Bayern Munich, so he's more the 1B solution. But Bayern Munich, yes, of course, they would like to sign Harry Kane. But I also know that Bayern Munich is not a club who will pay as much money as maybe the owner of Tottenham is asking for. So there will be one guy who put the fist on the table and says, no, we're not paying so much, but they're looking for a striker, that's for sure.
Do you know what, Bastian? I don't know if you agree, but Harry shouldn't go to Bayern Munich. I think he's tailor-made for German football. He's strong, he's good in the air, he holds the ball up, he's a goal scorer, so he'd have no problem fitting into the Bundesliga.
He looks like a German also, almost. Yeah, definitely. I think that it would be a great fit. Also for him, he has to ask himself, like, does he want to win a title in his life, in his career as a football player, like a championship or a Champions League? And at Bayern Munich, I know he's a person who likes to have, of course, his family and friends around him. And Munich is the best place for it. Like, you have a beautiful area around where you can live, your family can grow up, it's safe. Also, the experience abroad, which I had when I went to Manchester United, helped me a lot, and I grew as a person as well. And of course, as a football player, he has a very good team around him and a very good coach.
Yeah.
So a lot of things are actually speaking for him.
In his favour. Top of Manchester United, of course, so you mentioned Pep there, Man City doing the treble last year. United have a lot to make up. So is it going to take time, do you think, Bastian, or are United improving, or is it going to be a few more years before they can compete with the likes of Manchester City? Even Arsenal, Liverpool are going to get better. The Premier now in England is so strong. It's going to take a lot for Manchester United to get back up there.
Of course, but Eric Ten Hag is doing a great job. I knew him from the past at Bayern Munich at the second team. He was coach there. I think they improved. They bought the right players now, also with Mason Mount. And look, Old Trafford is a powerhouse, but away on the road they're struggling. If you have a goal difference of minus 11 goals, you can't be a powerhouse with those kind of rivals. Like you said, Arsenal, Manchester City, Liverpool. You can't compete. Like, you have to be better on the road.
How do you feel about the way Manchester United have treated David De Gea? Talk about giving him a contract, he signed, they took it away. He was an ex-teammate of yours, probably a legend of that club, over 500 games. It's not really the right treatment for him, is it?
Well, obviously it's not the best picture, which Manchester United shows in the world, if they handle it that way. But obviously they want to make a change. It's also clear that maybe, I think, Onana, they're trying to get to sign him from Inter, who Eric Ten Hag knows very well from Ajax. But I always think you could get better deals, especially with those players who did a lot for those clubs.
Bastian, what about looking ahead now to the Euros in Germany? Germany at the moment, do they have to change? Do you think they have to change coach to have a successful Euros?
Of course, but the Eric Ten Hag is doing a great job. I knew him from the past at Bayern Munich at the second team. He was coach there. I No, they have to actually just change their mentality, like towards the game. Look, we were like always looking for players who have a lot of potential and everything. But I think right now it's not to ask for players for potential, it's asking for players who have the right mentality and work rate during the game. That's what is missing. We don't have any more those examples like we only have maybe Thomas Müller and Manuel Neuer who have these experience, this example of being a proper German national team player with the right mentality.
Yeah.
That got lost. We lost, like you said before, like England, France, the other nations were overtaking us in the last years. But we have a tournament at home, and maybe the right movement, like it was has been 2006 also. We haven't been the best team before the tournament, but then when the tournament started in our home country, we kind of stick together and we had a little bit of power in our back.
So, final question, Bastian, did you enjoy your time in England? Was it happy times for you?
Yes, absolutely. Whenever someone asks me about it, it was first time for me abroad, changing the club obviously, but I enjoyed it. People were super nice at Manchester United. I remember the first half of the season with Louis van Gaal, we actually were like kind of up with Leicester City. Then we struggled a little bit, but I did enjoy a lot. Obviously, the second season was not the easiest for me, but I really enjoyed it. It was great to play for United at the Old Trafford. Yeah, I did enjoy it.
I wanted to ask you about Jude Bellingham. You know, we love him, English midfielder. Would you say he's got the potential to be the best midfielder in the world?
I don't know best midfield in the world, but he was doing amazing at Borussia Dortmund. I was watching live some games at stadium and just focusing on him. Obviously, I was playing the same position sometimes like him. Great at his age, how experienced he already is and everything. Like he has the potential now. Of course, he joined a big club like Real Madrid. It's gonna be interesting, but I think he will get better and better, and it's absolutely great for you guys. The English national team is growing, it's getting better, so you're very close, I think, to win a title.
Bastian, great
Thank
to
you,
talk to
Bastian.
you again. Good luck with the tennis and the golf, and I really appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you, all the best. Gabby, all the best.
Thank you,
It was nice to talk to you. Finally, to speed like I had.
mate.
Bastian,
That's, ladies and gentlemen, that's Sebastian Schweinstiger on Talksport. All right. Michael T Freestyle Season. Like, subscribe my YouTube channel. Bring it up, not down. Come on, like it.